Yes, I know, the makeup tutorial failed, don't rub it in my face. So moving on to another topic that I was going to talk about a few weeks ago and I completely forgot. It kind of slipped my mind. It is about girl gamers. Now, I'm only talking about this because I watched a video a few weeks ago about a guy who had put on a video saying his views on girl gamers, and he's quite right. Statistically, there are becoming more girl gamers online now. There's more girls playing games. However, just say there's more women playing games rather than girls playing games. He showed up with a lot of statistics. I can't remember the guy's name. Wait, it doesn't matter. It's on. There's a website called the Escapist. Yeah, it's got like the Yahtzee zero punctuation stuff, but they've got forums, and it was on there. There was a girl gamers forum, and I was having a look, and I found the video on it, and it was quite good. And it just stated basically, why in the hell are people so bothered about girl gamers? And I have to agree. Myself, I am a girl gamer. Now, when I was reading through the posts of this forum, there were things like people saying, by people I mean guys, they were saying stuff like girls aren't classed as gamers if they play games like Sims and Spore. Now, when I was about 12 or 13, I did go through like a Sims thing. I got Sims 1, Sims 2 and Sims Busting Out. I actually got a bit sort of addicted to it. It's kind of sad really, but I did, and I quite enjoyed it. But now I'm not really into Sims anymore. I'll list the type of games that I play. I have a Steam account and I am part of a TF2 clan. TF2 being an abbreviation of Team Fortress 2 for those who don't know. I am in a clan of GFL, which is Gamers for Life. And before I was asked to join, every time I was on the server of TF2, and I personally prefer to talk rather than type, only because while you're doing something you can just hit V and carry on doing something and say something rather than type it, which was one of the things I found with AVP. In AVP, I was playing AVP and no one spoke. The only one that did speak was a bunch of American lads that were taking the game far too seriously, and I was kind of like, okay, but I'll talk about that in a second. But when I go on the server, usually if you start talking, then like the first thing they usually ask me is like, or say something like, oh my fucking god, get the hell off the server, kid. And I'd be like, I'm not a kid. And then like, why is your voice so squeaky and high pitched? It's like, I'm a girl. And then the whole demeanour would change, and they'd start, to be honest, I don't know which one's worse. I don't know whether saying, oh can you please suck my cock is worse, or they start being nice to you. You know, I know it's like, well, I was being nice to you any worse than that. Well, it is when they're feigning being nice to you. But what I found on the GFL is they didn't. Well, they did at first, obviously, because they're kids, but after that they were sort of like used to me being on there, and I was just another gamer, you know. And I really don't see the big deal with girls being online. So I had a theory at one point that the majority of people who play online are girls, but they disguise themselves as guys and they don't talk. I wonder if statistically there are more girl gamers online than boys, and they're all just disguised as boys, and I'm the only one that's doing the whole not disguising thing, so yeah, I fail. Anyway, within the GFL there are I have met 3 other girls within the GFL, okay, and they're all kind of the same sort of people I am. Now, they do have a stereotype about girl gamers being either lesbians, fat, ugly, something like that. And I wouldn't like to think I was fat or ugly, but I wouldn't be really bothered if I thought I was a lesbian. Okay, as bad as that sounds, maybe it doesn't sound that bad, but I'm not really bothered about lesbians. But saying, oh, you're a girl gamer and you're fat and ugly, that's not very nice. okay? Just because I'm into gaming does not make me some sort of man beast, okay? It does though. As soon as they find out that you're into games and you're not into shopping and shit like that, then they immediately assume that you're ugly. Which I suppose in my case is kind of true. I mean in other people's cases. But yeah, I was playing games like on my Steam account I have Left 4 Dead. That's something else that pissed me off. Ever since Left 4 Dead came out, there's a character in it called Zoe, right? But she has a Y on the end, which is fine, and then people started calling me Zoe with a Y on the end. Now it really fucks me off when people spell my name wrong. It doesn't bother me that much if it's done by accident, but when it's on purpose, it's really fucking rude. I mean, what is it with today? You're either shortening long names or adding extra letters on short ones. Okay, my name is Zoe, Z-O-E, no Y. There is no Y. It's chavtastic to have a Y on the end. Don't put a fucking Y on the end. Simple. Anyway, I've been playing Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2 was kind of crap. I was not really impressed with it. It should have been an expansion pack. It was just fucking stupid. And I couldn't play AVP. I got the demo of AVP and I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome, I love the demo. But I had a few problems with it. Even when I put all the settings to really low, it was still a bit glitchy and I thought, I can't buy it. However, my boyfriend got AVP on his computer, desktop computer, which was a bit, plus he's got Windows 7, which I'm not saying it helps, it's just a lot easier to work with. I know it sounds awful that I'm admitting that, but I still have Windows Vista. Anyway, carry on. I play AVP on his computer and I absolutely love the game. I really do love it. The only thing that I've noticed is each time I go on a server, a different server, there's 3 people on there that I've already met before. And I started noticing that there was like not a lot of people online on AVP, but I was thinking this game is brilliant, why isn't there? And then this weekend on Steam there was a 33% off AVP and I'm thinking it's only just come out, so it's gone down from $24.99 to $16.74 and I'm like, what the hell? And then apparently there's that many people buying it. And I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that when the demo came out and when the game came out, at first there wasn't any dedicated servers, there was just player hosted servers and that were it. So I don't think many people have bought it, but I think when they realise now that there are dedicated servers, they will buy it. What fucks me off is there's no fucking crouch button. There is no crouch button in AVP, so you're down a corridor and you're all lined in a row because you can't stand in front of each other and it's just ridiculous. And you always have the Leroy Jenkins in the group, you know, the one that runs off to defy the laws of rules that have been put there, like stick together and don't run off, and you always get the one that runs off and you see his little white arrow running across the landscape and all of a sudden it disappears because it's been got. It's stupid. But yes, with the whole Girl Gamers thing out, I hope that in a few, it probably won't, but in a few years time, it won't become as much of a big deal. I don't really see why it is a big deal. I mean, to be honest, over half the world's population is populated by females. It's like shock horror when one comes online. It's like, well, what do you expect? Okay? And then they say stuff like, oh, why are you into games? And I'm like, what do you fucking think? They're cool. Okay? Don't argue. Games are cool. Oh, and just for the record, I do have Spore on Steam, but I only have Spore because you can make really fucking freaking cool animals with it, but that's about it. It gets boring beyond the tribal stage. It just gets boring. But yeah, that is my views on girl gaming. Hopefully, it just does annoy me every so often when they go, oh my god, girl, and then they start asking you stuff, or they only add me because I'm a girl. But well, I ignore them anyway. Most of them do. But my only is, if you have TF2, find the GFL server. It'll be crazy GFL. And there's about 5 of them. There's a zombie server, of which I am a proud admin of. I'm actually an admin for the ZF server. Awesome. So yeah, by all means, go on the GFL server. It's awesome. I'm just weird.